Number 1. Spotify. Spotify's name is one of those accidental genius moments. When founders Daniel Ek and Martin Lorenzon were brainstorming names in 2006, they were throwing ideas back and forth across a room. At one point, Lorenzon shouted something, and Ek misheard it as Spotify. They Googled it, found out it didn't mean anything, and just went with it. Later, they tried to backfill a meaning and said it was a combination of spot and identify, as in spotting and identifying music. Sure, that works, but really, it was just a happy accident. The name sounded cool, modern, and had that techie vibe without being too complicated. It rolled off the tongue and was easy to remember. That's all you really need. Spotify became the king of music streaming, and the name became synonymous with playlists, podcasts, and algorithmically generated music recommendations that somehow know you better than you know yourself. Number 2, Discord. Discord's name is all about what it's not. Launched in 2015 by Jason Citron and Stan Vishnevsky, Discord was originally built for gamers who needed a better way to communicate while playing online. But the name isn't about harmony or agreement, it's the opposite. Discord means disagreement or chaos, which is kind of funny when you think about it, but the idea behind the name was that Discord would help resolve the chaos. Gaming communication before Discord was a mess. You had Skype calls that dropped, TeamSpeak servers that were expensive and complicated, and in-game chat that was clunky. Discord came in and said, "We'll fix this chaos." The name was ironic, but it worked. It also sounded edgy and cool, which appealed to gamers. Over time, Discord evolved beyond gaming and became a communication hub for communities of all kinds. The name stuck, and now millions of people use Discord every day to chat, stream, and hang out. Number 3, Twitter. Twitter's origin story involves a brainstorming session, a dictionary, and one guy who really liked the sound of a bird chirping. When the platform was being developed in 2006, it was originally called Twitter, following the trend of dropping vowels like Flickr did. But the team wanted something that actually made sense when you said it out loud. During a brainstorming session, co-founder Jack Dorsey and his team were flipping through a dictionary looking for words that captured the essence of short, fast communication. They landed on Twitter, which means a short burst of inconsequential information and chirps from birds. The idea was that tweets were like little chirps, quick bursts of thoughts sent out into the world. The name also had that playful, light feel that matched the 140-character limit. It wasn't heavy or serious, it was fun. The bird logo came naturally after that, and the whole brand just clicked. Of course, now it's called X, but we're not talking about that disaster. Number 4, Mastodon. Mastodon is the anti-Twitter, a decentralized social network that refuses to be controlled by a single company. The name Mastodon comes from the prehistoric elephant-like creature that roamed the earth thousands of years ago. Founder Eugen Rochko chose the name because mastodons were large, powerful, and extinct, which he thought was a funny metaphor for a social network trying to survive in the age of tech giants. The name also reflects the platform structure. Mastodon isn't one giant centralized server. It's a network of independent servers, called instances, that all connect to each other, kind of like how a herd of mastodons would roam together but still operate independently. The name is quirky, memorable, and perfectly captures the platform's rebellious, open-source spirit. Number 5, YouTube. You'd think YouTube's name was the result of some deep marketing strategy, but nope. It was way simpler than that. In 2005, 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim, wanted to build a video sharing platform. The original idea was actually a video dating site, which, thank God, didn't happen. When they pivoted to general video sharing, they needed a name that was catchy, easy to remember, and explained what the site did. They played around with different variations and landed on YouTube. U, because it was about user-generated content, videos made by you, not some big production company. Tube was slang for television. So YouTube was basically you television, your channel, your content. The beauty of the name is how universal it became. It didn't matter if you were watching cat videos, tutorials, or music. It was all you and all Tube. Honestly, it's one of those names that's so obvious in hindsight, you wonder why no one thought of it sooner. Number 6, Instagram. If you thought Instagram was just a mashup of Instant and Telegram, you're half right. The founders, Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger, Tiger originally built a location-based check-in app, kind of like Foursquare. But when they realized photo sharing was the real hook, they stripped everything else away and rebuilt the app from scratch. They needed a new name, and Systrom came up with Instagram by combining two ideas: instant, because photos were instant, like a Polaroid, and Telegram, because you were sending visual messages to friends. Put them together, and you get Instagram, simple, clean, and it perfectly captured what the app was all about: instant photos delivered like telegrams. The name was genius because it sounded modern, but also nostalgic, like it belonged in the era of instant cameras and handwritten notes. And honestly, it rolls off the tongue way better than bourbon ever did. Number 7. Reddit. Reddit's name is a play on words, and once you get it, you can't unsee it. The platform launched in 2005, founded by Steve Huffman and Alexis Ohanian, as a space where users could share links, vote on content, and discuss literally anything. The name Reddit comes from the phrase "read it," as in, I read it on Reddit. Simple, right? The idea was that Reddit would be the front page of the internet, the place where you'd already read it before anyone else. When your friend tells you about a meme or news story, you'd be like, yeah, I already read it. Get it? The name fit perfectly with the site's mission. Be the place where everything interesting on the internet gets discovered and discussed first. Over time, Reddit became exactly that, a massive community-driven platform where users decide what's worth seeing. The name was casual, clever, and just nerdy enough to appeal to early internet culture. Number 8. WhatsApp. WhatsApp's name is a pun, and honestly, it's kind of genius when you think about it. The app launched in 2009. Created by former Yahoo employees Jan Koum and Brian Acton. They wanted to build a simple, reliable messaging app that worked across different phones and platforms. The name WhatsApp is a play on the phrase "what's up," which is one of the most universal greetings in English. You say it when you're checking in with someone, starting a conversation, or just being casual. The app's whole purpose was to make communication easy and instant. So, WhatsApp fit perfectly. But here's the clever part. They spelled it as one word and added app at the end, making it clear this was a mobile application. It was punny without being annoying, and it immediately told users what the app was for talking to people. Saying "what's up," the simplicity of the name helped WhatsApp explode globally. Especially in countries where texting was expensive, it became the go-to messaging app because it was fast, free, and had a name everyone could remember. Number 9, Snapchat. Snapchat's name is one of those rare cases where the name tells you exactly what the app does, and somehow it still sounds cool. Launched in 2011 by Evan Spiegel, Bobby Murphy, and Reggie Brown, the app was originally called Peekaboo. Yeah, that name was terrible. They quickly realized it sounded like a kid's game, not a messaging app. So they rebranded to Snapchat, combining two core features of the app. Snap, because you're taking a photo. Quick, instant, like a snapshot. Chat, because you're messaging friends. The genius of Snapchat wasn't just the name, though. It was the idea that photos would disappear after being viewed, which was revolutionary at the time. The name Snapchat captured that ephemeral nature perfectly. You snap, you chat, and then it's gone. The simplicity of the name helped it spread fast, especially among teenagers who didn't want their parents seeing what they were posting. It was casual, fun, and felt like something only cool kids used. Mission accomplished. Number 10, Telegram. And finally, we have Telegram. Telegram's name is a throwback, and that's exactly the point. Launched in 2013 by Pavel Durov, the guy who also created vKontakte, Russia's version of Facebook. Telegram was built as a secure, fast messaging app that prioritized privacy. The name Telegram refers to the old communication method where messages were sent quickly over long distances via telegraph. It was the cutting-edge technology of its time, and Durov wanted to evoke that same sense of speed and efficiency. Telegram messages were meant to be fast, encrypted, and reliable, just like the telegrams of the past. The name had a nostalgic, almost romantic quality to it, but it also communicated exactly what the app did. Send messages, fast, securely. The branding worked, and Telegram became the go-to app for people who cared about privacy and didn't trust bigger platforms like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again in the next video.